right, today's topic, podcast, we're going to get a little serious, quite a bit serious today. We got some big stuff making headlines across the nation. There's Starbucks and here locally in Arkansas as close as UALR fraternities singing a Chris Brown song.
Who's singing it?
Screaming the N-word. Before we show the video, let me introduce, of course, the guys, Levantour over here, Radio over here, and I had several emails this week, Radio, from ladies asking you to please tone down on the sexual innuendos.
Wow.
What's sexual innuendo?
And
Nobody got no sex in the windows.
Sex in the windows.
Well, don't be looking through my window. I ain't closing my curtains either.
Oh, man.
All right, so here we go. Now, this is a fraternity and some, I would guess, sorority members or girls that associate themselves with the fraternity. Some people all together on a bus and singing a Chris Brown song.
Right.
Let's play the video.
That's my niggas, we are my niggas, you busy ass niggas, the top down niggas, cause I'm that nigga, I'm that nigga. I walk up in Chris Brown's body.
Well,
they knew the words of that, at least that group of words of the song.
They did know the words to that particular part of the song. It's a Chris Brown song. I think it's called Freaky Friday. But guys, your opinion, because I've had several emails and several text messages this morning, now that it's up on social media, that we are giving away too many free passes and allowing them to say that. Your thoughts?
It's part of the song. They were listening to the radio edit of the song, radio version. They listened to the real version of the song. It's part of the song. They singing it it's just part of the song. They want to sing the real deal, you sing the real word, so.
Radio?
How many black people on that bus?
I don't know.
Were there any black people on that bus?
I don't know. I didn't see
Does
it.
that
Apparently
matter?
there was no black people on that bus.
What does that matter?
Because I'm just saying, they do it all the time when we ain't around. So why are we surprised now?
Yeah, that's my thing.
and
By
besides,
they, you mean?
White
Caucasian people.
Oh, okay.
And besides,
Tentless people.
see, we the people, we the real black Americans, we don't worry about that word because it don't apply to us. You guys to use the N-word, we don't, it does not apply to us.
Tom, your thoughts?
Nigga, please. Look, I can't fake the funk. I'm sorry, man. I understand why people are getting upset about it because it went out in public media. If they were going to do it inside their own crew, whatever, that's fine. But when they're going to sit up there and put it out to public media and social media, I should say, well, then that's a whole new different venue, media format. So you kind of testing the waters in. Well, it doesn't matter.
Here's the thing, here's the thing. As artists, if you don't want people to say the N-word, quit putting it in the song.
Right.
If you don't have it in the song, they're not singing it. And if they are, I gotta tell you, it's a whole different generation coming up. Gen X, which are, for those of you who are out there,
I thought
35.
it was millennials.
Well, the millennials are now, but Gen X, Generation X is 35 to 49. Anybody in that age range? Then there's the millennials that's coming after them. Anybody born in 1995 on, they don't care. What is this?
Go ahead.
That generation doesn't really care. I looked on World Star and saw two white kids fighting and calling each other the N-word.
Yeah.
So this whole generation, not only that, here's why they don't care. For those of you watching, they don't care because their parents didn't live in the 60s, know nothing about the civil rights movement. Their grandparents know, but their parents didn't. And I can tell you that because my son, 16, when he was 5 or 6, he saw something on Martin Luther King, and it blew him away. So he called my mom and asked her, was she around back then? He said, Granny, did they actually put water hoses on you?
Wait, how old was your child?
He was 6 or 7 then, man.
And you mean to tell me
He went and looked it all up
so
after he talked to my mom.
But you married to a white woman, right?
No, I was not married.
So it's not an interracial couple? And the boy had no clue
No, it's
about
not.
Martin Luther King?
No. it's
But
not.
this a black house?
Yes, and they don't teach.
So you didn't have Martin Luther King and the
Hold
white
on.
Jesus
No, I
and
didn't.
Malcolm X
No, I
on the
didn't.
picture
So,
in
so
there?
no, I didn't. But I know what you're talking about because I know a lot of families who said that. But let me say this: I talked to several teachers who said there are a lot of teachers uncomfortable with teaching Black history, so a lot of them don't even teach civil rights.
Well,
stuff.
they teach Black history, but they teach their story, not our story. They teach it from their perspective. They teach about slavery.
You
but
you have to teach out of the books.
Yeah, but you don't have to teach everything that's in the book.
Okay, well go ahead. Elaborate. Care to elaborate, Tom?
They don't go in depth into teaching about slavery and the things that happened about the slaves coming over. They just thought, oh, they just had a ride over. They were just brought over for a work release program that was going on, and it's like they don't teach the real, because if they did, a lot of students would get mad. A lot of students would have a lot more black pride.
On
And
that
you need
note-
to understand, it's just like in the movie The Black Panther, when they made that statement about when the guy was dying at the end of it, and he made this statement about, this is about the slaves that didn't make it over, and it's just like, I saw people in the audience looking like, well, what is he talking about?
He said he'd rather die a warrior,
Warrior.
than die in a cell or something.
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
but
don't
and it was deep in, and a lot of kids just didn't understand what was
Have
going
y'all
on.
seen the clip on Facebook with a little white boy where he mixed? He half white and half black, and he's crying because he wants to be black. His mom said, "Well, you're half black." She said, "No, I wants to be real black. He wants to be dark
Right.
because he went to see Black Panther."
Well, he just got to understand this: no matter how much cream you put in your coffee, they still call it coffee.
But and on that note, I knew he was gonna go with that. That's his little signature move, isn't it?
and that's it. It's so retarded.
Yeah,
Look,
it's
look,
so
look.
goofy. Yeah. But anyway,
real, though.
on that note, it's a lot of teachers. Like I said, I talked to a couple of teachers today before coming out here. And a lot of teachers feel like teaching that subject is uncomfortable. And if they're uncomfortable with teaching subject because of
Then
the
they not
pressure,
teachers.
wait a minute, because of the pressure you're going to get from home. So she may teach what's in the book,
not a teacher.
but then your kid goes home and talks to your mom,
She not a
talks to you. You're going to come back up there and ask her, why is she teaching this subject?
She's not
What
a
is
teacher.
she talking
She's
about?
worthless. She's not a teacher.
Why is she teaching something? That's part of the career. You
That's
doing
part
your
of the
job.
curriculum.
But she's not a
doing
teacher.
job.
If she's uncomfortable about it, she needs to quit.
She's not a teacher. She's worthless. Not just she, but a teacher that's scared to teach children
Anything.
is worthless.
Anything.
Scared
Oh,
to
you don't
teach.
want to teach about slavery,
Wait a
but you
minute.
want to teach about sex.
Well, we're not talking about slavery. We're talking strictly civil rights.
Civil rights, slavery,
We're
that's
talking
part
about
of
the
it.
civil rights movement in the 60s, 70s. That's modern history. That's recent.
That's everyday history.
right. That's every day.
yesterday
So
history.
you don't repeat the past. You have to know it
You talk
just to
about
make
it.
sure you don't repeat it.
True. This is true.
Thoughts?
No, they ain't nothing to really think about.
Did
That's
you
a
ever
fact.
say what you thought about the little girl, the white folks saying nigga?
Yeah, I said it.
Did you?
Yeah, I said if you don't put it in the song, they don't say it. I don't see anything wrong with it.
I'm just not used to you.
I feel like millennials, the younger generation that's coming up, I'm Generation X, we're all Generation X.
Right.
I feel like, well, who's
No,
not?
He's not.
He's, okay, well, Generation X, which is what I am.
He's
But
a-
I feel like the
What year is that
millennials, that's 35 to 49. The millennials,
missed it.
yeah, there you go. The millennials that are coming out now, they don't care about that, man. They don't know anything about civil rights.
Yeah,
They
don't-
They don't even
teach
care
it.
about
It's
themselves.
not,
But
they
you
don't
know
even.
what?
They don't even. To them, the N word has no color.
Yeah, yeah.
And
it-
and
yeah, it does.
relationships have no color and no lines.
That's not true. Yes,
That's
it does.
not- that's
yes,
not-
it does.
that is true.
No, you're wrong.
Then
because-
why
Wait
do
a
you
minute,
look on
watch
World
this.
Star and see two white
you
kids
talking
calling each other the
But
N-word?
you're talking about
They trying to
on
be
World
cool.
Star. They trying to be seen, dude.
It's a fight.
Okay, they're trying to be.
Now,
Okay,
if they
what?
talking-
Was there a
So
bunch
you
of
so,
black-
so you
Wait,
telling
no,
me
in the
no,
fight? I didn't see the fight.
no,
it was a bunch of black kids.
No, it
around.
was two white kids.
No,
It
was the answer the question
There were
first.
no black kids
That's the
around.
point.
It was two white kids
The
in a
only-
video
the only reason,
fighting in the
watch
middle of
this,
a street.
The only reason you're talking about it because it was two white kids saying the
No,
N-word.
black kids do it too.
No, the reason you're talking about that incident It's because it was 2 white kids
You
doing
want me
it.
to bring
Wait a minute,
up?
watch this.
You want me
If
to
it
bring
was
up the
two-
incident
if
with
it
the
was-
black kids doing it?
You wouldn't think nothing of it. You wouldn't even put it on
Yes,
there.
I would.
Well, you didn't.
There are incidents
y'all
where
point?
black
Y'all
kids.
lost me.
No, my point is the white kids did that to be seen. Even though they in a fight.
So basically,
If
these
there
two
had been a
people-
black
these
kid
two
over
people
there-
fighting,
okay.
they decided to get together and say, "Hey, we're gonna fight,
No.
but I want us to fight so we can be real popular,
No.
and let's say the N word so we can be real
And if
popular."
there had been a
on the
black
internet."
kid there, I bet you that word would have choked out of their mouth. It wouldn't have came out.
There would have been interracial fights where a white guy beat the black guy and called him the N word.
We're talking about that incident. You're talking about another one.
But I was just giving you a basic generic, as a basic generic example. There have
These
been other
guys.
examples of everything, man.
Nah,
I'm just
man.
saying, when do you stop? When does the word become, in the new generation, the millennials, they don't care about the word
Yeah,
anymore.
they do. Yes, they do.
Why?
Because they get a chance to
Dude,
whoop a white
You gotta
person
turn
in the
that
butt.
off, man.
Yeah, they do.
They get to whoop a white person's ass. That's the only time they care about the word. That's
Yeah,
the only time they worry about it.
when they
I get to
start-
whoop you and I got a reason.
When they start popping off and the people that they don't want to say it, they get offended then. And the person that they don't want to say it, let them be going through the mall, bump into somebody, and somebody go, nigga, you what? And let that person not be of the same color. And then all of a sudden it's bad then, huh? It's okay. Well, Tom, I mean, I know you would just
simply
keep walking.
I'm simply saying the word is bad itself.
Yeah.
But you have millennials who don't really care about the word like that. A lot of the young kids right now, black, white, Hispanic, any ethnicity you want,
Right.
they don't care about the N-word like
And
that.
I'm-
And they will say
watch
it
this. And I'm-
because they
Well,
feel like
you
they
know
can
why?
say
Wait a
it.
minute.
Because of the generation they're growing
But
up
you know
in.
why?
It's in the music, it's in
Yes.
everything
No,
they do.
it was in the music and all that when we
We
grew up,
was
but you
growing
know
up
why
too.
they say it now?
Why?
Because you can't tell which is black. Everybody's so mixed. You don't know who you got. My dad's
wait a
black,
minute,
but you
look.
don't look black.
Yeah, that's true too. But still, they taking the sting of the word away until the wrong person says it that they don't want to say it. I'm telling you, the
a
wrong
good
person
excuse.
say
I
it,
agree- I
they'll
agree
be
with that.
on them like a sword. But that's my point. That's what I
agree
was
with
saying
that.
before.
I just don't agree with. I just don't think white kids sit up and say, "Gee, how can we get famous?"
Man,
Oh, no, they
I
don't.
know
wait a
we'll
minute,
do.
wait a minute.
Let's
watch
have
it,
a real
but watch
fight
it,
and call each other the
but
N-word
I'm telling you,
to see if we can
but
get
I'm telling you
famous.
now, the only reason that it was on World Star and because it got that many
Somebody
views,
uploaded it.
look, because of that got that many views is because of what they said on it. If they hadn't said that, nobody would have been looking at the fight. It would have been
It was in
fourth.
a fight compilation video.
It would have
was
been
a bunch
four-
of them in
I
there.
know, but it would have been less people looking at it. At that part of it, or paying attention to that part.
we off
If,
track.
in other words,
Yeah,
it
I'm
wouldn't have
talking
made the
about-
compilation because it would have been like, it's okay, nothing really
All right, next topic.
standing out about it. But it's standing out about it because they were saying nigga in it.
So you don't think the whole new generation, the millennials, you don't think they say the N-word? Know what you're saying?
I think they
You
say
just-
the N word, but
They live and breathe
I mean,
by
they say it. They got it on their tattoos on their
How
body.
many
They
times
say
you been at a stop sign and you see a white dude in a big old truck pull by singing rap song and say the nigga word, then he look around and go.
See who looking at him?
yeah, look,
I've seen that happen.
that's
I've
my
seen
point.
it happen too.
But that's my point.
But they're not doing it to be popular. They're doing it because it's in the song.
True. But they also watching out who listens. So they, look,
Well, you don't wanna get shot at.
Wreck yourself before you get the check.
What
Don't
we
wanna
need to
get
get
shot
back
at.
to, what the millennials are failing to realize, the black millennials, is there was a point when we used to put fear in them just by sight alone. They would cross the street.
Oh no, them days.
Oh
is
yeah, them
gone.
days over.
No.
No,
yeah.
say it's not so.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
days over.
No.
Tell them, Tom.
Oh,
Tom, tell them. Those days are over.
no.
They're gone, pal.
They're gone.
Those was the good old days, man. You used to walk through parking lot, all you did was click, 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 click. Everybody locking their door, and that's one black person. One.
No.
It could be a group of
And
them.
there was no white people in the car. They just automatically locked.
Now,
It could be a group
Now-
of white people, 5 or deep, and it could be one white
Yeah.
black person. They would cross the street.
Oh,
now
man.
it could be white guys in the car, and they'll say,
What's up,
what'd you
Nick?"
say? Yeah, say something.
Yeah. I wish
Oh,
he
my
would.
God.
I wish a nigga would.
It's
I miss
just
the good
a
old
whole
days.
different generation, man.
I miss the good old
Millennials
days,
don't
man.
care about that. All right, moving on. Speaking of that, we'll stay on that topic.
Uh-oh.
In Michigan recently,
Uh-oh.
and this goes to double standards. So I
Uh-oh,
call it
there it
double
is.
standard thing. But recently, that guy behind us, that guy you're seeing there in this shot here, had a truck. He's a high school student. Had a truck with the rebel flag on it, Confederate flag on it, and it had a Confederate flag hanging out of it.
Okay.
Some kids at the school, we don't know who, he assumes some kids at the school, damaged his truck and damaged the flag in his truck. So he told the proper authorities, nothing was done.
Nothing.
So the recent thing that happened was a group of people pulled up with a bunch of trucks, cars, with the Confederate flag on them, right across the street from the high school.
And where is this at again?
Michigan.
They still got people in
Still
Michigan?
got people
They
in
got
Michigan.
people in
right? Still people in
Probably the water they drinking is making them crazy.
It might be the water, but I think this was north
So this
of
like the
Detroit.
last family in Michigan?
Might be. This is like north of Detroit, which is odd because when you think
So
of the
who are they
Confederate
assuming
flag,
did it? They think some black people did it?
You don't know, but it's north. It's a
So
city
what
that's
was the
north of
people?
Detroit.
What was the other people coming with their trucks? What that supposed to have? What that supposed to mean?
I think they were trying to send a message that
What's
they
the
are
message that
here.
they sent?
I don't know. That's the question. That's the topic. That's what we're discussing. What message do you think they're sending?
Did they all go to the same sorry ass body and paint person?
That they like flags.
Yeah, they like rebel flags.
So
Maybe that they're unemployed because they all
There you
met
go.
on
yeah,
our
they're,
day.
they're hanging out in the high school.
Oh, maybe
Maybe they're near the high school anyway. They just in there congregating over there.
maybe they waiting for the schools to close, the school to close because they was the custodians
That could be.
and they do the lawn and all that.
That-
They were
that
just waiting for
could
the
be.
school to close.
That
Are they
could be.
Hispanic?
Well, but on this note, let me say this. Does the Confederate flag, does it have the same pain as it did before?
Well, I first want to be the first black person to say, until somebody tell me about the Confederate flag, I don't give that shit a second thought. Even when I see it, I don't care.
Well, I'll tell you what it's about,
I know what it's about.
okay, well,
I
then you-
understand what it means.
but you just don't
I
care.
just don't care.
Yeah.
Cause you can wear what you want. As long as your flag don't touch me, you good.
Yeah, around my neck. I'm good. I'm pretty much good. I mean, the Confederate flag, I got Confederate flag toilet paper. So, I mean, that's what I use it for. Excellent
Well.
toilet paper.
Oh, see
all
now,
right.
you just offended Tom. Calm down, Tom.
Tom.
Calm down, Tom.
Tom, I didn't touch the
You didn't see that?
You good about you're not gonna
I'm
backhand me, are you?
no, I'm
look
just
at him. Look at him. Look what he did. Yeah, don't you see the eyes? Look. How could you?
No, he didn't.
That is a blatant waste of good flag
And you know
paper.
this was coming every week. I'm
Oh my
jumping.
God, Tom
Man,
Brown knows. I
hey,
can't believe you.
they can put the Confederate flag on tattoos. They can put it any place they want to. It's just a flag. If you're gonna stand behind it and start doing the things that they were doing when the flag was flying over the
Still
South,
there.
then we got some problems.
Yeah.
You know, but the flag as it is, it's just a part of history, a bad part of history.
But you know what?
You know, I don't understand why people celebrate the losing team. Never understood that.
I didn't understand that either.
It's like Hitler. You go ahead. He lost. You don't understand? He lost. He got killed, right? And you like, yay, the
Y'all
losers.
got to understand they are trying to hold on because think about it. If black culture is dying behind the interracial couples, interracial families.
White couples would be dying too.
No, but that right
That
there
flag would die
is
too.
dying.
Yeah, but see, the black culture is dying. It's being metamorphosed. It's just
Yeah,
changing.
it's switching, but
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
that
it's
right there,
spreading
that
more.
era is becoming extinct.
This
Nobody
is
really
what
care
what
about
I
it.
think
There's
is
a
funny.
couple people in the
Wait a
mountain.
minute, this is what I think is funny. Watch
Yeah, the
it.
inbreeze.
No, this is what I think is funny. I see a family getting out of the car that has a flag on it, Confederate flag, and the grandmama has little black children,
Little mixed kids.
coming out the car with.
Yeah.
I am
And
so
Pawpaw,
touched.
Man, them-
Look, get your kids.
so Pawpaw, you hate niggas, huh? Somebody in your family don't.
Boy, and look, and the sister, the daughter just walking around.
With brazen hair, but you ain't
Look,
better not do nothing to my baby.
look, waving at me. Hey, how you doing, chocolate?
Well, you know what? You know what KKK stand for now?
Oh, here we go.
Cute color kids. I love that joke.
Let's.
We are not
Let it out,
affiliated,
the show
nor
is
do we
done.
stand behind
The show
anything.
is
that-
done. Once again, y'all have managed to take a serious
Hold on, what's that
topic.
about Trump?
Wait a
Bill
minute.
Trump?
And
Wait a
turned
minute.
it
What do you
upside
think
down.
about the Confederate flag?
I personally, I agree with you. I don't understand why you celebrate the loser. I don't see the heritage in it. I don't see the heritage in it at all. Maybe it's just me, but I mean, it was a flag from who knows, 1800s. What is there? There's no heritage
Proud to be
in
a loser.
losing.
Look,
There's
proud
no
for your-
heritage in
my,
losing.
My uncle
But then
was a
again-
general
but
that
then
got
again-
killed.
But then again, we weren't there.
True,
That's not our history.
true.
So in order for us to ask them to understand our history and respect our stuff, we got to kind of respect theirs. And if it was in a museum, I have no problem with it.
Well, I can respect it, but as long as you don't have that mentality that they had
Right,
during that
right,
time,
right.
we don't have no problem. Do you know there were some soldiers on the Confederate Army that were black?
I did not know that. Tom, did you know that?
Did he call me Tom?
Tom, did you know that, Tom?
First of all,
I think he meant sandwich.
okay. No, I didn't. Well, no, I didn't.
I didn't know
think
that.
about it. That show you how uneducated they were. Because they had all the slaves. Had they forced their slaves to fight with
Yeah,
them,
they couldn't.
they could.
Yeah, they could.
They
I
could
guess.
have, with that mentality they had going,
Yeah.
they would have told them, either you fight with us or we
And
kill
actually,
you.
they would have
women,
been.
children.
Actually, most of them would might have been loyal enough too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
so
I don't know. I
They
went-
would have won the war. Because they would have outnumbered.
Because the only reason that the North won is because
they
slaves
said,
fight
hey, you guys.
fought on the team.
Yeah.
So
So
Well, there you go. I hope that cleared
that's
up.
why they really hate black people, because they're like, dog it, we could have used it.
Civil War is kind of like the NBA.
There you go. Think
The
about
Civil
all the players
War
you
was
did
the
use.
NBA?
No, kind of like the NBA.
How's the I know I'm going to regret this.
No, don't
asking
do
this
it.
question.
No.
How is the Civil War kind of like the NBA?
You ain't got no blacks on your team, you ain't gonna win. All right, next topic.
I said I was going to regret that. I said it. I should have thought about it before I asked. I said I was going to regret
Rodney Weaver said you special.
All right, well, let's move
Yes, I
on to a new topic. Your president, 45, is really, really, really bent on getting this border wall built.
Ooh.
And apparently, let me get the right quote out. I gotta make sure I say the right quote. Apparently, very upset that Congress won't give him the necessary tools or the money to build this border wall. To which he went to California. He's upset because, I guess first of all, he says he's the only president, or supposedly said he's the only president to send the military down to cover our borders. But
Are you serious?
I know that's not true.
Come on, man. You know what's coming
wow.
I
from.
hope that wasn't correct, and that
You
wasn't
don't
what
know
he said.
everything, Levantor. He
Wow.
might be the only one.
But here's a tweet from President Trump. There's a revolution going on in California. So many sanctuary areas want out of this ridiculous crime-infested and breeding concept. Jerry Brown, the governor, trying to back out of the National Guard at the border, but the people of the state are not happy, want security and safety now. Does that tweet offend you?
The tweet doesn't offend me, but I don't think the current president, has the heart of the nation on his side. I don't really think he understands what they want and what they need the way that he's going about it. Because the Bushes, Clinton, I know Obama, all of them sent troops down there. So
You have
and
proof of this?
No, they did. I mean,
I've
yeah.
never heard of that.
Well, you don't look at the news anyway. You just got your TV.
Tom, you've got to turn the TV up.
You got to turn it up.
And
dude.
listen, you
Stop
can't
looking
just
at
watch the
videos.
pictures.
Yeah, he Netflixing anyway.
Whatever, man.
I know that
This
because
the
you're
first
using
I've
my
heard-
account.
Okay, with all them sending all these troops down to the border, is that stopping the
It's not.
fluctuation of?
Well, yeah, during
immigrants
that time that they're down there, yeah, it does stop.
So they take breaks, and then when they take breaks, everybody.
well,
they
you know,
gone.
no, they stop. They'll do it, and it stops, and then when they leave, they just,
Continue to do it.
yeah. I mean, my thing about it is, stop trying to give it these remedies. Let's find a solution for it. The solution for it is easy.
Wait, whoa.
That's easy.
Whoa.
Make Mexico a state.
Because 45 said
Uh-oh.
Mexico was going to pay for the wall. So nobody's at Mexico said they weren't going to pay. Nobody's going after that check yet.
No, but that's the thing. soon as you start throwing in money, all of a sudden people like, hey, wait a minute, man, come on, what are you saying, brother? I got to pay for the wall, huh? I got to pay for this. You make them pay. Make them not pay for a wall. That's silly. Make them pay. They need to have somebody with a counter. This is a new job. He just increased job. Just sit there with a counter and count everybody that come over. Don't stop them. Let them come.
And make their government pay.
And make the government pay for each one that comes over here.
How you gonna make the government pay for it?
Because they're not
Wait a
trying to
minute,
stop
wait a
them.
minute, wait a minute,
But
wait a
how
minute,
are
wait
you
a second.
going to
Wait-
make the government pay?
Well,
Same way they make
watch
us
this.
pay taxes.
Because
Wait a minute.
because
Same way they
they
make us
make
pay
you
taxes.
pay
No, that's
taxes,
easy.
but you still cheat on it.
That's easy.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
no, I don't.
Watch your mouth.
You still cheat on
Law
your taxes.
abiding
Listen, yeah.
Whatever.
You can't watch this. If you don't pay, we annex part of Mexico. We just start going. Start taking. Wait, look. First of all, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stop making that look. We big man on campus. We got part of our empire over all around the world, and you saying that we can't sit up there and mess with Mexico and they right next door? Really?
I'm saying the history of the country.
if
I'm
your
saying
country-
the history of the country
if your
is
country
to take land that doesn't belong to them.
Look, we've done it before.
So now you've been preaching against how negative that is.
We've done it once. We'll do it
Here,
again.
Tom said he done it before.
That's
He's
right.
proud of his heritage.
That's right.
Go ahead, Tom.
Wait a minute, Tom. Hold on, Tom. So you've done it before.
Man, look.
You're telling people right now how wrong we were for doing it then.
Okay, how
but
else-
now
Now we
you're
got a
wanting to
reason.
go back
Now we
and
got
do
a
it
reason.
again.
How
with
else
another
are you gonna make them responsible? Either you're gonna do that or do economic sanctions.
I don't know. I'm not looking for that answer.
We keep sitting up here identifying the problem and what we don't like. We need to start coming up with solutions. If
That's a
not,
good
we're
solution.
part of the problem.
So building a wall is not the
nah,
solution.
don't building
let
a
'em
wall.
in. Just- they gotta pay a toll.
We gonna knock down
gotta
the
pay a
Berlin
bill.
Wall and we gonna build one over here. Nah, that's a waste of time. Let them come in, make them pay.
If you got to pay to get in
Next.
Oklahoma, you should have to pay to get in America.
You have quite a few tolls.
Wow.
Hey, that Miami.
If you got to pay to get in Oklahoma, you should pay to get in America.
No, that's
that,
right.
That toll thing is crazy, but those states don't collect state taxes, so that's how they make their money to fix infrastructure.
Okay, so
We got a listener saying, Rodney Weaver saying, you have some that work here and drive back and forth every day. Every day. They drive into work and go back home over the border.
they illegal.
Wow.
Are they illegal? Are they legal or illegal?
Well, I mean,
It'd have to
that
be
would be
illegal.
illegal. But they
How
but
do they
they
get over the border then?
drive. You can just come over
Then why they sneaking?
because they're coming over
It depends on where
illegally.
you go. It depends on where you come over. I
You
mean, I know
can-
Tijuana and San Diego. That's a straight interstate.
Man, you got El Paso, Laredo, Brownsville. You can just drive in. You don't have to.
So why are they going through all that swimming and all that? And
Because there's reasons why why they
TV,
should.
it's not real? I just told y'all told me the white TV. Now you said TV ain't real?
Oh boy, see. Most TV is fiction. Most of it's
I'm
fiction,
just,
right?
you know, it's the
If it's on the internet or TV, that's true.
If it's on the internet or TV, it's real.
I know it.
If it's on the internet or TV, it's real.
All right, man.
That's a whole nother topic. Right
We're going to
there.
give this topic a break. Coming up, for those of you wondering, we will be talking about interracial dating
Y'all need to get
Tom.
in on this.
and why black men date white women. That's coming up. I know you're looking forward to that show. We'll see you then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but